Life is a war that's filled with a lot of battles. Some are won, but some are lost. It can involve relationships, your career, or it can be as elementary as general competition. But at the end of the day, if you learn from your mistakes, you learn from the battles that are lost, and if you stay diligent and focused every day to better yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, we will win this lifetime war. My name is James Dorris. I'm a police officer for the city of Folsom. I am the owner of Warrior Fitness here in Amador County. I hold 4 titles: the International Amateur Boxing Heavyweight Super Cruiserweight and Cruiserweight titles. I also won the UCA Light Heavyweight title last year. I am currently training for my next fight in 2021. I was born in Bangkok, Thailand. My dad was in the Navy, met my mother in Thailand. When I was about 3 months old, we came to the United States and lived here ever since. Growing up in the schools, had a lot of friends, a lot of fun stories. It's funny, one day a bunch of us from high school wanted to meet in the front yard, and they were all boxing. I was just sitting there just watching. They go say, "Hey, James, you want to try?" I said, "Sure." All I did was put on the gloves, and the next thing I know, I was taking out everybody.
Life ain't been the same since death died. Wanted by a landslide. Hallelujah to the flex, my. That power made a point, next slide. Reppin' this side. Shoes ain't Gucci, I just keep my foot on reptiles. Yeah, coming for my neck now. When the game about to end, you expect fouls. Oh, vanity, Satan try to cancel me. I don't feel your plan for me. I just made a canopy when you come to handle me.
I started getting into boxing because I was a big Evander Holyfield fan. He fought in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. I was only 9 years old, but I remember watching this fight, and it was for the gold medal. He was disqualified after the referee tried to break him and the other fighter up, and Evander accidentally punched him after the ref tried to step in, knocked out the other guy. Evander was disqualified and was given the bronze medal. Any other fighter, in my opinion, would get upset and try to argue the fact, but Evander didn't. He went over to the other fighter and raised his hand, and ever since then I was a fan, and I watched him in the professional ranks and just followed his entire career. By watching him, watching his integrity, his beliefs in God, and just the type of person he was, I wanted to follow that. So I started my career with 3 losses. After that, I met a trainer out of Roseville named Richard Duran. He used to be a professional boxer, Richard Bam Bam Duran. He trained me for over a year and brought me up to the next level. With that, I competed in the Police Olympics in Idaho. I won the gold medal there. That was in 2008. It was something being in that ring. It allowed me to just escape and just feel powerful.
The weed isn't helping, the liquor don't work. I done did all I can, I'm still feeling this hurt. I've been trying to change, I still feel like I'm cursed. With the drugs and the stress and them killing me first. Comes and it goes, it's all I know. No matter what, all the problems just go. Roll up the smoke, chop up the dope. Been trying to fill up this hole in my soul. I'm on this lonely road, I need the Holy Ghost, Lord, won't you come and save me? I'm such a broken soul, I feel like knowing no stress I'm dealing with lately. It's my last shot for me to save my spot. And they don't make pain pills to help the pain I got.
So my last fight was last October 2019. Because of my record, it's hard to find somebody who's worthy to come and fight for the title or have a title holder fight me. The person knows who I want to fight and get in that ring. That's all I gotta say, is because him and I fought before. His name's Chuck Fowl, and I beat him before. And to this day, he thinks that he beat me, and I have the belt. There's a lot of people in the UCA or other boxers that don't think I deserve these 4 belts. And the only thing I can say to them, come and get them.
I met Dorris at a summer camp when I was 12. He invited me to an after-school boxing program called Fighting for Fitness. There, he taught hundreds of kids how to box, boosting their self-esteem, enhancing their reflexes, and helping them stay in shape. He did all that for free, just by being there. But he also set an amazing example of loyalty, respect, discipline, hard work, and selflessness. He inspired me to not only be a great boxer, but also a great person.
About 8 years ago, I started an after-school program through the Folsom Police Department. I was a school resource officer. While I was there in that position, I realized bullying was a big problem, and bullying peaked at the middle school ages. I decided at that time, I brought it up with my sergeant at the time, Sergeant Morris. He's a lieutenant now, but we decided that I wanted to start an after-school program to allow these kids to come and have a place. The problem is in middle school is that you have kids that are lost and they don't have a place. I wanted to give them a place. So I used boxing as the platform. I remember the first day I literally had 100 kids in there, close to 100 kids. On the very first day they had 99 other friends that day. And we went by the sheepdogs. I explained to them what a sheepdog was. You know, there's wolves in this world. There's bad guys, the wolves, and you have the sheep that just want to live peacefully and just live through life. And the only way they'd hurt each other is by accident. But you have the wolves that want to hurt the sheep. The sheepdog will sacrifice his life to protect the sheep. And from that day on, our program was called the Sheepdogs.
Tell me who gon' come for me. Greater is the one who you come see. Bring the war, got him. I got a army. Who run it, almighty, who want it, yeah. Still in the sun when it's all shake, yeah. Say who you want, but it's all game. We're not afraid. Terrors of night, arrows that fly by day.
I developed Warrior Fitness over a decade ago. I realized that there are those who are good at lifting heavy weights, we're good at running, we're good at swimming, we're good at cycling, and good at CrossFit. I believe Warrior Fitness will give you an avenue to not just be good at one thing, but be great at everything. A true athlete is well-rounded and great at everything, in my opinion. This is the type of training I go through before each of my fights. Warrior Fitness will help you get physically stronger and, most importantly, mentally stronger. I know out of experience that if you are not strong mentally, the physical growth will not be reachable. Warriors embrace the pain so we can be well-rounded as humans. I am a warrior.
What do you want to say to your children?
They've been through a lot too this past year, and it's not their fault. And I'm sorry. I love my children very much, Grace, Faith, and Peyton. Your dad, I'm not perfect, but you'll never, ever have to ask how much I love you. Because my goal in life right now is to make sure every one of you are successful in life. And you grow up, Peyton, to be a good man, to be better than me. Grace and Faith to grow up to be great women, to be better than me. And my job is all my mistakes, to learn from them and have them learn from my mistakes. So that way, as they get older, they become something great. It's funny how your mind works when something drastic and something difficult happens. You know, when you're younger, sometimes your mind will forget it. And I did. I forgot something that happened to me, you know, close to 40 years ago. And it's funny how I didn't remember it, but now I remember every detail. And I spoke how I want to be an advocate for sex abuse and sex trafficking, and this memory that I had was very clear, and I too am a victim in that sense. And my main thing is that I just want to be a good dad, and then I just don't want my past to affect anybody in my life anymore. Not anymore. So
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. There's a kind of love that there's a kind of love. You keep a cover over every single secret. So afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. There's a kind of love that there's a kind of love. There's a kind of love that there's a kind of love. For the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over.